If you pay attention, you can see the guy was supposed to block the punches, but as soon as they started to actually hit him, he started throwing punches because hands are actually real, and they will hit the opponent. Are you interested in learning a new martial arts in order to defend yourself from them bullies? Well, I suggest never trying any of these fighting styles unless you want to make your enemies laugh at you while they're kicking your ass. There are always people out there that come up with new ideas like fighting styles, religions, or lifestyles in order to make money from their clients. But I believe that some of these people that will be shown in the video seem to really believe that they actually have a legitimate way to defend themselves and fight. But these techniques are just dangerous because the student doesn't learn anything that will actually help them. It just creates a false sense of bravado that will lead to them picking a fight and getting hurt. When I was younger, I actually learned Taekwondo, and it turned out to be useless because the one I learned did not allow punches to the face, which doesn't help any real fight since that is the first thing you are going to see from your opponent and the first thing you are going to try to do. Empty force is a technique that uses ki, or the body's vital energy. Using this energy, they claim, allows a user to defend themselves against opponents without making physical contact. These masters and students truly believe that they can harness an individual force to control their opponents, just like in Star Wars. As you can see in this video, the martial art works perfectly well, as long as the opponent also believes in the force. But when you have a skeptic on your hands, then this method is totally useless because it's actually all bullcrap. This video shows some Spanish men who were skeptical of this fighting style and challenged the instructor to prove that it works. The reason for this not working, being the fact that you don't believe in it, is the same reason I am skeptical of hypnosis, which also claim that a person has to be willing to be hypnotized in order for it to work, which just makes it seem like it's also fake. The next method of fighting is known as Ki, or touchless knockout. This method uses the same invisible energy as empty force, known as Ki. This method, unlike the empty force, which actually has some touch to it, uses purely Ki to knock opponents out without making any contact whatsoever. In order to prove this method, a Ki master named Ryo Kirin, dang, that sounds pretty close to Ryo from Street Fighter. So Ryo Kirin claimed he had a 200 win record with 0 losses, and offered $5,000 that he could beat any MMA fighter. So a karate master took the offer, and, well, you can see what happened in this video. So let this be a lesson to anybody who's so confident about their abilities, because you can make a real fool of yourself. So you know how people say, I'm going to kick your ass when they are about to get into a fight and then they look real stupid when they lose? Well, I have decided that if I ever get into a real fight, I'm only going to say, hey man, I'm going to try to hurt you, but I'm not that confident that I will win. So let's just get to it, in my toughest sounding voice. The most ridiculous physical fighting style is this new Russian slap style method, or as the genius Indigo Mist commented on the actual video, Slapawera. So this new martial art is truly stupid looking, and you're only slapping your opponent, which is not going to do anything but make them laugh. Also, if you notice in the style, you are slapping yourself the whole time. The worst part is that you are bitch slapping your opponent. I'm pretty sure this fighting style leads to a lot of broken wrists also. The kicks involved are also so weak. What kind of person collapses under those kicks? You can even see when they fight each other, the best way to nullify this technique is to just simply lean back. So I've only looked at this video about 3 times and I have already found the weakness. You are severely limiting your reach by holding your hands in this position, and anybody who punches straight at your face will defeat you. Finally, just because you appear to be really fast with your hands doesn't mean you will hurt anybody. With this technique, you are at most going to tickle your opponent's arms and face.